Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Sifu Let's Play. Now this is technically our last episode in our Let's Play series. There will be a couple of Deathless run compilations and also a short series with Chinese dub following this in the coming weeks. But here we're going to do the Deathless Sanctuary run. And if you've seen our previous episode, we struggled quite hard in our first appearance against Yang. And afterward, I tried a couple times. I think with our fighting style developed over the course of playing Sifu, I am more of a dodge-heavy player, where I avoid hits using well-timed directional blocks, and that doesn't really work against Yang. We're taking the shortcut. We're going directly to him, because the rest of this is not important. The shrines are not important for this run. In the future, when we do the Chinese dub version of the game, we'll do a no shortcut run that's also deathless. But for this, we're just going to quickly kill the mobs and also talk about how to approach Yang for the fight. And the trick really is to use parrying. Parrying is different from avoiding. Parrying is by clicking the block button in a timely manner to actually block the opponent's shots. Because Yang attacks so much, there is this 5-strike sequence that he does, and if you can parry all 5, and since we do have the shrine bonus from earlier, the one that requires the highest level score, we have all 3 tier of that, where we damage the enemy structure on successful parries. So we can kill Yang very, very quickly by just targeting his structure. And that's exactly what we intend to do. Now we're saving this bow staff because having a weapon does give you more room in terms of timing when you parry or when you avoid. In case you mess up, your weapon will block some of that damage and limit your structure damage taken. So we're not going to pick it up. We're going to just beat up this guy pretty easy. If our focus meter was high, that was a parry, right? We blocked his shot instead of avoided it. Alright, time to go in. And there is one shrine here, as usual. We'll mainly use this to heal up. All the bonuses are pretty useless here. This is the one that's useful, parry impact. We'll pick up a weapon proficiency, because why not? We have a weapon. But as you can see, the punish on him using weapons or regular attack is not going to deal that much structure damage. The parrying is what will do him in. And we'll talk about some of his combos once things get started here.
Time has passed since the days I trained you. We were family. At least, that's what I believed. But then, during my darkest days, your father revealed his true self. He never cared about us. He cast me out. He abandoned us. Tell me, what would you do to save the people you love from the inevitable? Wouldn't you cross every line? Break every rule? Wouldn't you challenge death itself? You want revenge, little brother? Show me.
And phase 1 starts. So he will come in with a kick into a couple attacks. That's a parry block. You can punish or you don't have to. That's the attack you want to block. That quick swipe, that's what you want to parry. So want to provoke him real here. He's going to come in the middle, block both, parry, or gets parry both, parry that one. Don't worry about the punish. Look at his structure. His structure is breaking down. Let him attack you. Right here, block, block, block. That's basically parry, parry, parry. You can see it worked when you sort of stun him at the end of that combination right there, and his structure is almost gone, as you can see here. Now he does have this low leg sweep. He does it in mid attack when he leaps back. It's usually how you punish him because you can easily avoid that. But as you can see, why punish him when he basically kills himself by swiping attacking you and you can parry everything and just completely wipe out his structure. Now phase 2 is a little bit harder.
You're still that same child I knew. Helpless. Like the night I killed your father. You're here, in front of me, only because of this pendant. But what if I take it from you? Will you fear death once again?
You sound like the frightened one to me.
Now the trick here is that he will end a lot of his attack with a glowing fist or glowing kick, and those you can't parry. And this attack right here
Sifu
is
didn't
just
teach you this
avoid
one.
down 3 times when he comes in. You can still parry that. Parry. There we go. Down, down, down. Avoid that one. Punish him back. If you're hugging the wall to the left, he might kick up. There we go. That 5 swipe. And if he does kick up, you want to avoid to the left. And you can punish after he kicks up. Basically, he'll try to wall climb. You can see that glowing elbows. You can't really parry that. That's one of the problems. Down, down, down. Punish back. You can see we're doing much more structure damage when he comes in for sweeps. You can't parry that one, unfortunately. Those we can. Down, down, down. Go back into a punish. Get stunned here, not great, but it's fine. We'll recover. Ooh, low leg sweep. Got lucky there. Would have been ugly. Can't parry those. There we go. You want him to go back into his normal swiping action. Down, down, down when you charge up like that. They often say that Sifu didn't teach you this, but it's actually the best time to punish him. You can see when he does a swipe like that, he basically kills himself off, which is what we do. I think this sequence is a tribute to Jingwu Men. I think the Jet Li version has this scene. I might be wrong. Haven't seen it in a long time.
You were supposed to guard the talisman, not steal it.
It's the only way to save them, Sifu.
You failed to honor your oath. You are unworthy. Now leave. He who has Gong Fu and Wu De makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore.
So I think we get a snippet of the backstory of why Yang was outcasted. Seems like he took the talisman for some purpose, maybe even to save us, because we end up with the talisman. But I don't know about that story. Now the symbol at the end has 4 gaps around and 1 empty circle in the middle. I think this is a call for us to go back and spare each of the bosses. Basically, in the second phase of each fight, we need to break their structure twice, and during the second time, we'll be prompted to be able to spare them, and that's what we can do. So we'll be trying that with our Chinese dub run. We'll also go back to all the stages to pick up all the clue from the board and try to do a no shortcut run, because we're now much more comfortable with the game. We sort of had to learn the controls quite a few times. Fighting the second boss for the first time, Sean, with the club, really forced me to learn how to avoid, and that sort of became our default fighting style, where we avoid to build up focus, use our low leg sweep, and just damage their structure and health that way for the punish. Then for the final boss, since we cannot use our focus meter, we ended up learning how to parry correctly. And now combining all those skills, we can do quite well, since we have learned everything on the skill tree as well, so we can go back and have a great run in Chinese dub, and we'll comment over how well the Chinese dub is in the game, and also how the remaining clues might tell us a better picture of what's happening. And I'm sure with each boss being spared, we'll also get a different sort of story ending here to better figure out why our father's dead, why they came to kill him, and maybe more about that secret society, the Order of Dawn. So we'll see you guys then. Bye!